So before I started my business, and that was over 9 years ago, I used to work for a global company. And I was very fortunate that over the years, as I worked for them, I continued to advance and advance and advance to a point I became a manager of a global team, a group of engineers that are responsible for engineering parts that we were moving around the world. So if your example, a machine that you have breaks, my team would be responsible to make sure it's fixed from the moment you call them until you receive your machine back. And just a little side note, I was the only woman in that team. I was one of the very few engineers. I don't like engineering. I don't like project management. I don't like processes, but I was responsible for all of that. And I remember Sunday afternoon, as it turns noon, I would start crying every single week. And Monday morning, I'm like, what am I doing? I just totally didn't fit in. It's not that the environment was toxic. It's not. That what happened to me, I just felt that there's just something wrong with me. Why am I the only person not enjoying Six Sigma? Why am I the only one not getting a certificate to become a project manager, certified person? And I constantly kept blaming myself that there's just something wrong with me. Until one day, it was Sunday night, and I Googled online to find if I can find an executive coach, somebody who's going to help me update my resume so I can run away as fast as possible. And I found somebody, I emailed her, and we ended up meeting on Monday. As I was talking to her, I said, I need you to update my resume. I just hate that place. It's just so wrong. I question myself all the time. What's wrong with me? And she said, sure, we're going to do all of that. We'll update your resume. But first, I want you to answer these questions. What do you bring to work that others don't have? How do you differentiate yourself? What are you known for? So at that time, I was in my mid-30s. I have everything that the culture taught me and programmed me to believe I need to do in order to be successful. I had my bachelor's and my master's. I was managing a global team. I was doing all of these things that externally to the world, it represents success. But when she asked me these 3 questions, I totally paused. I couldn't answer any of them. And I went home and I cried all night. And that's a good thing, because that was the first time I realized that I really don't even know who I am.